I'm Ann Benson. Looming with beads is a very popular technique. Patterns are charted and will call for a specific kind of bead to produce the desired result. You can use cylinder beads like delicas or aicos, or you can use rounded seed beads. You'll get a different look depending on which you choose. You'll need a loom, but you can start with a small, inexpensive loom. You can upgrade later according to your budget and your design goals. Long needles are essential for looming. Nylon beading thread is a good choice for looming with seed beads, but if you're using larger, heavier beads, you may need a more substantial thread like bonded nylon. You'll start each project by putting the warp threads on the loom. These are the long vertical threads between which the beads will be placed as you weave. Follow the warping directions that come with your loom to put the threads in place. Add one warp thread for each bead in the width of your pattern, then add one more. The beads are held in place between warp threads with horizontal threads called weft. To attach the first weft thread to the warp, tie it to the outer warp thread in a simple knot, leaving enough of a tail to secure in the beadwork later. If you're right-handed, tie the thread on the left side. Left-handed loomers should tie onto the right side. Your thread should be long enough to make at least 5 or 6 rows of the weave. Load all the beads of the first pattern row onto the weft thread. Position the beaded thread under the warp threads and spread the beads out so each individual bead falls between 2 warp threads. Press the beads upward with your fingers. Then run the thread back through all the beads in the opposite direction, so the thread runs on top of the warp threads. Try not to pierce the warp threads with the needle. Now tighten the thread and adjust the tension so the beads sit neatly within the warp. Add rows in the same manner until you need to rethread. Attach a new weft thread as you did the first weft thread. When the new thread is established, you can weave the tail into the loom work. Don't cut the tails right at the edge, or the looming may come undone. When the looming is complete, remove your beautiful creation from the loom, and if necessary, finish the thread ends. So simple, but so pretty. This is Ann Benson. Thanks for joining me, and please join me again soon.